Remaining silent and ignoring the lie emboldens the liar. I will not participate in that. I will not sit back and watch in silence while others lead our party down a path that abandons the rule of law and joins the former president's crusade to undermine our democracy.
Oh, God. Damn you, Republican Party. Mm-hmm. You've made me give rock star cheers to Liz Cheney. Oh, yep. Oh my God. Okay. This is where we are. We are defending the demon seed. We are deeply going to need Carlos Alzraki in hour 3 to explore Liz Cheney's daddy issues today. It's the only way to make the medicine go down.
Oh.
But oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, you know this is all because she knows he's going to end up in jail. The whole party's going to blow up, and then she's going to run for president. We're going to hate her, and she's going to be just as evil as her father. Yes. So let's keep our eyes on the prize here, people.
Yes. Let's not praise her too much.
Right. But what she said, it really was, Thom Nichols is like, wow, Liz Cheney warning that Trump is going to create more violence. I mean, this is where we are. I had to keep reading it over and over. Remaining silent and ignoring the lie emboldens the liar. I will not sit back and watch in silence as others join the former president's campaign to undermine our democracy. We face a threat America has never seen before. A former president who provoked a violent attack on this Capitol in an effort to steal the election has resumed his aggressive effort to convince Americans the election was stolen from him. I mean, right?
Oh, my God.
You've got to say she nailed it. You know, it's deeply disturbing. I'm an existential mess of push-pull in my soul this morning. But
well, it's like Hannibal Lecter versus Buffalo Bill. At least Hannibal Lecter was educated and had like a point of view.
Sure, exactly. Travis, good.
Okay, that's a really good analogy. You're right. Wow.
But this is But the only thing what have I been saying the last few days? Because very few people realize the urgency of the moment we're in, or at least not enough for my taste, right? In terms of what is happening. This whole thing. All of these, what is it? How many bills? 47 states have bills based on this lie. So it's not like it's just one law, just let it go, he's a crazy old man, whatever. It's that they are now making policy based on this crazy mother orange Hitler in Mar-a-Lago, right? That is, okay. I can't even, there's like a new conspiracy theory a day. I can't even keep up anymore, Travis. I don't even remember which new thing you sent me. Not bamboo. They've moved on from that.
I only send the fun ones to you, Steph. Only the fun ones.
For those of you that are interested in, math and facts. Who is this? Abby's girl tweets, President Joseph R. Biden. These would be some fun facts, Sean. Joseph R. Biden won 51.3% of the popular vote and secured 306 in the Electoral College. Former guy received 46.8% and 232 electoral votes. Biden won by over 7 million votes. There is not enough bamboo in China to change these facts. That's a funny reference, bamboo in China. There's a lot of bamboo in China,
I mean, there is.
But not in Arizona. Not in Arizona.
No,
no matter how
correct.
No matter how much UV light you put on it. Okay. Okay, so that's where our democracy sits this morning with Liz Cheney's hands. I think she's betting on what I mean, the fact that they're hiding internal polling, crappy internal polling about Trump in their swing districts from them. I mean, there's part of me rooting against Liz Cheney because I'm like, no, don't listen to her. Don't stick with him. Good job. And then, she's speaking so much truth that you can't help but go, yes, this is an existential. It's not just a threat to her party. It is a threat to our democracy. She's right.
But she's also anti-HR1. she's against HR1, which would fix a lot of these voting problems. Well,
she voted with him 90-something% of the time. Yeah. She is
Hannibal Lecter versus Buffalo Bill.
Educated point of view.
Okay, got along better with Jodie Foster. Okay.
The rest of them probably just wants to skin you.
Well, at least Buffalo Bill had a dog.
Right, that he seemed to treat well. Okay, all right. Hitler liked dogs also. All right, well, okay. So,
it's falling apart.
Can I just say, me, I like my news happy clappy, but our friend Ellie Mistal last night on TV, as usual, made a great point that is kind of depressing, except that, again, it stresses the urgency of this moment and everything we have to do. I think Joe Biden is going big and bold in terms of policy and all of that. But Ellie's point was, it doesn't matter what we pass in the Congress on voting rights. This Supreme Court will not uphold it. What's his name? John Roberts is the one that blew up the Voting Rights Act. That's why we're where we are. And since, to watch Mitch McConnell say this isn't fair, when we have a rigged Supreme Court because of him that was completely illegitimately appointed by an illegitimate president. And the fact that his claims of a rigged election are based on nothing, right? According to his, what do you even call Bill Barr? Right, he couldn't even get Bill Barr to go along with his election fraud thing. He had his cybersecurity. Republican-appointed judges, 60 cases across the country. I mean, there is nothing. This is based on nothing. And all of these bills and this ongoing thing in Arizona are all because of this. So I don't... Okay. But my point is, we've got to expand the court. Ellie is right. We have got to take the power that we have. We only have until 2022 with the House, the Senate, and the White House. And it is just, where do we start? Mitch McConnell stole a seat from Barack Obama. That was Merrick Garland's seat, right? I mean, okay. They pushed through. How many people had voted already when they pushed through Amy Coney Barrett? What's his rapey perjury does not belong on the court at all. So I feel like we have to start fighting like they fight. Because Ellie is right. It doesn't even matter what we pass. It will be struck down by the Supreme Court. I mean, it was before it was stacked with right-wing judges, right? Yeah. So we just have, we have a depressing amount of work to do, is all I'm saying.
We do. And how?
Thank you, by the way, Travis, for pointing out that I almost played Ted Cruz. The soundbite is right next to Liz Cheney and I was like, if I had given, I would have just quit. If I had given Ted Cruz Rockstar Cheers by accident, who called the voting rights bill Jim Crow 2.0 because, oh my God, because...
Yeah, no Rockstar Cheers for
that. I mean, the gaslighting, is there a number past 11? Get Rob Reiner on the phone. Is there... The gaslighting is at 11. That's the highest number, isn't it?
I think it's gone up to 15.
Right.
Actually.
This is a voter suppression bill because blah, blah. It's okay. Up is down and blah, blah, blah. And Rand Paul, for time immemorial, remains the biggest douchebag ever.
Yeah.
And I think Dr. Fauci, in a very dignified doctor-like way, basically said, suck my basically, didn't he? He actually tried that. Speaking of conspiracy theories, right? He tried
Peter
that.
Navarro story.
You're funding the lab that released the virus. Oh my God! What did Fauci say? You are unequivocally, absolutely incorrect.
Yeah. And the right-wing media, in unison yesterday, said that Fauci was unhinged in his hearing.
Oh yes, that's him. Should we do that, or which odious? Now that we've already played Liz Cheney, which was disconcerting in itself, should we go with Rand Paul or Ted Cruz first? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do Rand Paul and Dr. Fauci. Okay, Rand Paul.
Dr. Fauci, do you still support funding of the NIH funding of the lab in Wuhan?
Senator Paul, with all due respect, you are entirely and completely incorrect that the NIH has not ever and does not now fund gain-of-function research in the Wuhan Institute.
Let me tell you where this came from. Travis, which crazy was it yesterday?
The Peter Navarro that we were making fun of yesterday made his way into a Senate hearing.
Unbelievable crackpot, Peter Navarro.
Yes.
Right. But his take, of course, is that Dr. Fauci personally funded a lab in Wuhan and directed the release of a virus deliberately.
Yes. So he can make money.
So this was another senatorial friendly version of this that had to do with the NIH funded, but which is also, as Dr. Fauci said, entirely, completely, unequivocally incorrect.
Right.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Dr. Fauci.
Could some of the funding indirectly ended up to the contribution of COVID-19?
I'm not sure exactly where that question is going. I mean, you could do research on something as benign as looking at something that has nothing to do with it, and it could indirectly someday, somehow be involved. So if you want to trap me into saying yes or no, I'm not going to play that game.
Thank you, Dr. Fauci. Okay. And Senator Tina Smith following up on that.
Dr. Fauci, what is the impact of conspiracy theories peddled by Senator Rand Paul and others on Americans' willingness to take this vaccine? A vaccine that, by all accounts, is remarkable for its safety and efficacy.
Well, conspiracy theories certainly are not helpful in what we're trying to do. I guess I can say that with some degree of confidence.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that would be an understatement. Yes, not helpful. Yeah. Let's go with that. Not helpful at all. Okay. I mean.
You're in a state.
Yeah, you're exercised today.
Well, it's a lot. I'm just, okay. Oh, I was going to say, wait, here's the other, okay. Here's the other. You see it in right-wing media, right, Travis? And you're like, okay, what is this based on and why is this? They're like, oh, Fox News, bombshell. It's, okay, the CDC's warning on outdoor transmission risk called out as misleading by one guy at the New York Times. It's just like, why do they want to make COVID a big game of gotcha when we've all lived through this nightmare? That's not a partisan thing, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, we know the study that just came out that said it's 900,000 deaths. It's not even 500 and whatever. The true number is 900. Like, get your mind around that. That's not partisan, right? It's okay. So it's just to make this like this brand new pandemic none of us have ever lived through. That it's once in a, I don't know how long, right? That we're all trying to get through, and we're all trying to, we broadly know what to do. Get vaccinated, wear masks, social distance, right? I mean, they're saying basically India should shut down again. I mean, it's like,
and they should.
We're just going to keep going through these same. So, okay. The New York Times, some guy calling out the CDC's warning of outdoor COVID transmission rate in a manner that's likely to stir up debate because, of course, Fox News always uses it as a gotcha. So they're saying that the risk is lower. The CDC put it at less than 10%. But again, it depends on, okay, if you read down, epidemiologists said the rare outdoor transmission has happened when in crowded places or close conversation. Like, we all know that. Mm-hmm. This is what I was saying about, even people like Bill Maher going, oh, well, it turns out the beach is the best place you could be outside, vitamin D. No, not clustered all together without masks or distancing at the height of a pandemic. We've all known that,
unless you're all vaccinated.
Right. Yes, we all know that, yes, it spreads less outside. It's like, this is not a game of gotcha. This is like all of our lives. We're all ready to snap. Aren't we all ready to snap? I'm just saying, this has been a long time, and we just want to, okay, get everybody vaccinated, and then we can all play. We can all play in our reindeer games. President Biden yesterday on this. Look.
I think you're going to see a more aggressive effort on our part to lay out that once vaccinated, it's not only you can hug your grandchildren, you can do a lot more. And whether or not you have to have, even at some point soon, mask inside versus outside.
Right. Okay. And then talking about Uber and Lyft real quick.
Today, I'm also announcing additional steps to ensure that transportation is less of a barrier. From May 24th through July 4th, Uber and Lyft are both going to offer everyone free rides to and from vaccination sites. I think that is really stepping up. Both Uber and Lyft, free rides to, they'll wait, and from, they'll take you back home.
Look, everybody, free rides, free car rides. That's what you get when you do TV shows. That's all you get is a free car ride. Think of you get a yay. You're like a Labrador. Think a free car ride. You get free beer. Hooray. Let's go, America.
Although people who drive for Uber and Lyft have asked questions about, are they going to get paid the same? Are people going to be able to tip on these rides and all that? So there are questions there as well. I don't want to leave the drivers themselves out in the cold because companies of Uber and Lyft are saying
they hardly make any money, so I'm sure they'll say. They can't possibly pay. Yes. No, that's a good point. They should. Right. Well, I mean, part of it, people don't have a ride. They may not be able. They may not be able financially to tip the people that don't have rides. So I don't know, but yes, the company should. Hi, Jamie, should certainly step up, I think.
Absolutely, yes.
Maybe Jeff Bezos, instead of buying a secondary yacht to hold the helicopter that goes with his primary yacht, some of these big companies could, in some way, loosen up a little.
Do something.
He doesn't own Uber.
I know.
Though.
I know. I was making a point.
Okay, got it.
Big companies think. Right. Yes, our friend. Okay, I'll get to all of that. We have too much good stuff today. Okay, and and here's the difference in liberals. And do I ever get a follow-up apology on a right-wing hate letter? No. We got follow-up apologies for people calling me an over-salivating, kid-hating, Karen-hating, self-hating homophobe. Not all of them apologized, but a couple did. So we'll get to.
Yes, they did.
Although apparently I still hypersalivate. So we'll get to all of that. Carlos tells Rocky, Malcolm Nance, and Bob Cesca. I don't. I mean, do we even need to do a commercial for the Steph store? I mean, the shirts are flying off the right. Look at this. Look at it. Get your face
Look at that.
Get your face up there. Look. We have them for Team Pfizer, Team J&J. We are all Team Vaccine here. We have amazing.
That's right.
And you can get it on everything. Right, Chris? Not just shirts.
Bath mats, shower curtains. You can get it on art, a clock. You can get a selfie bomb on a clock.
We have Stephanie Miller swag. We have sexy liberal swag. And, of course, all the vaccine shirts. Get it now. StephanieMiller.com. Whee!